Welcome back to 5 Day Crypto. Happy Friday. Today we're going to look at Chainlink against the US dollar to start off with on the monthly scale. We're going to look at the Fibonacci extension. We have the Gaussian channel on. We're also going to look at Link versus Bitcoin. And we're going to look at Link versus Ethereum. So if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. If you want more help navigating these markets, more content, get access to our private alert group at our Telegram through Patreon. That's a link below. If you need any questions, feel free to message me. I'm always for it. So let's get right to it. Fibonacci extension. So we have our swing highs all the way back in May of 2021 for Chainlink, all the way to our bear market lows of just shy of $5, right? And now we're making our way back up. So Chainlink off to hell of a start in February, right? All of February, it's been going up. All of February. So what we want to focus on for February close, I know it's a ways off, 27 days, 4 hours, you see it right here, but it's our only green close, the entire bear market. It's right here, right? It's not too far from where we are, 1693. That will be our primary focus for this month. Okay, that's step one. Step two, what about higher targets? Well, our top of their Gaussian channel on the monthly is right around $21, and just so coincidentally, seems to be the 618 golden retrace extension on the fib, right? So 2138 right there, right around the 21, right? You have two major happenings here. The 618 on the monthly, right? And the monthly Gaussian channel top, right? Right there at $21. So that's our high focus, okay? So keep that in mind. Now let's undo that and let's go to Link Bitcoin. Right, so same thing, right? Swing high, swing low, right? Okay, for Bitcoin against Ethereum, or Link against Bitcoin, it's Friday. Come on, we're now on the verge of potentially closing our first green candle. We're very close right now, right? This might flash even in the next handful of days, so we're going to keep that updated, right? All it has to do is close really above here, or just even get above it and it'll start to flash green. So again, we have a while till we close this, but we could turn green. That would be more bullish by definition on the Gaussian channel. Right now we're knocking on the door of the 382 extension, right, from our swing lows. So that's at 4,200 Satoshis, right? We're right there, right? So next target, if we do this, right, I would expect, right, the 0.5, that's pretty good ways away. Let's see how far. I'm glad you asked. 30% move on Bitcoin, right? So if you're just holding Link, you would be able to buy 30% more Bitcoin if we get up here. See how that makes sense? Hopefully, if you're new, right, that can be a little confusing. But if you're trying to improve your Bitcoin stack, you want to be holding altcoins that do well against Bitcoin, if that makes sense. So step one, let's just close bullish, right? Turn this candle green, right? We haven't done that since November of 2022. Keep that in mind. Right, and that was still bear market, but here we are back again, trying to put moves against Bitcoin. It could likely pick up the pace if we close again just anywhere north of 4,000 Satoshis on March 1st. So we'll do updates on that. Okay, higher scale, right, and much higher, right? The 618 here gets us over 7,000, gets us above the Gaussian channel, right? Even from current prices, I mean, we're looking at we're probably knocking on the door of a 2x against Bitcoin. I don't know if we can do that or not, but stranger things have happened. It looks like it's trying to pick up the pace here, and we would get that proof maybe if we can start to close February in the bullish zone. Okay, so now let's make our way down to Link Ethereum. A little bit more hesitant here against Ethereum, isn't it? So our move down, look how dramatic, right, the downfall was against ETH, right? So now we're trying to really pick ourselves up here. Gaussian channel on the monthly still red. We're not even to the median line here, right? So you can notice, like, much better against USD, a little bit worse against Bitcoin, much worse against Ethereum. But we're trying to pick up the pace. Look at the EMA 8 crossing up. That's usually a good sign if you're trying to gain traction, right? So we're doing that. We've put in a higher high. Right, here's our high, came down, a lower low, right? So we're, step one, putting in a higher high. Step two, putting in a higher low. And then, let's get into high gear here. So 382, we're right knocking on the door again. 0.5, right? A little bit higher, right? We got some work to do, but guess what? The good news happens is if, we would turn bullish here, right? We'd be, above the median on the Gaussian channel. We could maybe flip this back to green and really pick up against Ethereum yet again. I'm not sure that we're ever going to see Chainlink this high against Ethereum again, but, to each his own. So that's that monthly outlook. Hopefully you found this kind of helpful here. Something a little bit different. Link USD, Link Bitcoin, Link Ethereum. Let's go back and finish on Link USD, right? We'll look at the positives for the indicators, right? The MFI, really high, right? This includes volume. So a lot of people buying, right? RSI gaining strength month over month, week over week. Fisher transform still triggering up. Look at your ADX and the I diverging from each other at the same time. You're starting to put in bigger bullish moves here, right? When the ADX, this orange line, gets above 25, that's considered more powerful, right? We're right there right now. I would suspect that barring a Bitcoin capitulation, wrecking the party, so to speak, that, this could really start to pay off here, right? Look, I mean, Link has always been bullish against the US dollar, really, by definition, right? We got close here, but the bulls have always been in charge on the green here. So now, crisis averted. Let's pick back up. Even 500 days in range-bound hell could not make Link bearish. So if you've given up on Link, you probably just bought too damn late. All right, so that's Link wrapped up in a nutshell for the weekend. Hopefully you found that helpful. Any other questions? Let me know. Now, one other thing to side note, right? If you're still watching, for the 4 of you, right? Step 1, close there, right? Step 2, let's just paint another one, right? Fibonacci's gone, right? You want to focus on your highs, climb up the ladder. So this is step 1, right? We're above it now. Are we going to find our footing? Or are we going to, is it a, piece of shit old wooden ladder and we're just going to put our foot right through the step and come back down, right? We don't know. If we do come down, the EMA 8 on the monthly is always a good spot on any coin, right? EMA 8 on the monthly. So $13. We got real close to it last month. So keep that in mind. And then once this breaks, right, especially if we get above, 21, right, the 618 on the fib, right, $30. There's our next high, right? And then all-time highs, right? 30, 37, right, making moves. High 20s would likely come very quickly if we can kind of, shake and bake. Ricky Bobby to the high side. All right, we got to end it on Ricky Bobby. Let's go over to quote of the day. Never bend your head. Always hold it high. Look the world straight in the eye. Victory. All right, car of the day. We got the reindeer Lamborghini STO. See the horns? This is obviously in December. You son of a bitch. I mean, I hope he didn't paint it red for this, but you never know. If you got that kind of stupid money, these are like this is like 400 grand, right? This is big time. Got the Rudolph, the red nose down here, the dual antlers, and it sounds really well. It sounds really great, right? You match the red, right? You kind of customize all these, so it doesn't really necessarily come like this. It comes from the factory, but you can personalize like anything now on Lambos. So pretty good spec. Pretty striking in person. Sounds great. All right, I'll wrap it up there. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. I'll see you back here next week. Again, consider joining our Telegram group, right? Lots of updates there. I'll see you real soon. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.